Good morning, CCHS.
And welcome to Wolfpack News.
And I'm Julie Harding.
And you're watching
Wolfpack News.
This is the first episode of our school's new broadcast.
Keep watching weekly to get updates on our school sports, clubs, announcements, and much more.
Now, let's hear about Meet the Wolves.
On August 15th, the stands were filled with excitement and anticipation for the following sports seasons: softball, football, band, swim, volleyball. Meet the Wolves had a great turnout to show support for all of our teams. Members of each team were introduced. All in all, it was a great night for the Wolves. And now, Brandon and Logan for sports.
This week, slow pitch softball lost 7-2 and JV football won 22-6.
The varsity football team lost 40-8.
During the game, number 4 Keziah Strong recovered a punt.
Number 1 Luke Razan made a 45-yard catch.
Number 8 Latravis Miller scored the only touchdown.
And Reggie Pinkston, number 26, scored a 2-point conversion.
Today on the Weekly How, chess, a game of strategy, is becoming a big sensation throughout the school. We speak with Mr. McLean about how to keep you out of check.
We started Chess Club last year as a way to introduce the game to younger audiences. It's really intellectually challenging, so it's a great thing to introduce to a school environment. But what we wanted to try to do differently with it this year was to create a competition basis with it. We didn't really have the structure set up just yet last year to make this more than just a casual game club. But what we are looking to do this year is start to do some tournaments out in the area. Clarksdale has a few, Benoit, and if we can get to the Oxford ones, that'd be great. But for right now, what we're mostly doing is meeting Wednesdays at 3:20 to practice our skills, play with each other, keep game logs, rankings. We'll get trophies made to see most improved, best record, things like that. But it's going to be a good year. We're excited about it. Should work out pretty well.
A few weeks ago, CCHS put on Light Up the Lane as a fun way to kick off the school year and unite the students. Earlier this week, Ms. Gonzalez was interviewed to tell us more about the idea behind the event and its goals. Okay, what were your hopes and goals for Light Up the Lane, and did you accomplish them?
The goal behind Light Up the Lane was to give students something to start the school year off with, not only to look forward to, but to promote unity and just give them an opportunity to hang out in a relaxed atmosphere so they can just begin to know each other and sort of set the tone for the school year and what's to come.
All right. How did you get the idea for the event?
The idea for Light Up the Lane came several years ago. A parent had mentioned how the number of students going to Oktoberfest, and that's sort of what sparked it. How can we create sort of that same atmosphere to get students to want to do those activities at school versus always looking for those activities? And I think, going back to did we accomplish that, I think it was a huge success, and hopefully we'll be able to continue that.
Okay, if there was anything you could change about the event, what would it be if you would change anything?
Definitely we are going to look at broader music options. So we'll branch out, hopefully be able to include live music. That we were trying to get that incorporated this year and just were not able to. So we'd like to get a live band for starters, and also explore different options with the DJ.
Okay, and is this going to be an annual event here at Cleveland Central?
The hope and goal is yes. It seemed to have been very successful. We had over a third of the school population in attendance, and we've had positive feedback from parents, students, community, and from the central office. So hopefully this will be something we're definitely going to look into to be an annual event.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Here at Cleveland Central High School, we are getting student IDs.
Since this is our first year having student IDs, We have gathered information from Mr. Geiger that we would like to share with you all. The purpose of the student IDs.
First and foremost, security. Our goal is to make sure that every student is safe on this campus. One of the things that these IDs will do will let us know if this person is supposed to be on this campus. So we can look at you very quickly and know that you're one of our students, and not only that, but depending on the color of lanyard that you will be wearing, it will tell us where you're supposed to be. Sometimes seniors like to come over to the lower campus, and freshmen and sophomores like to go over to the upper campus. Sometimes that's legitimate, sometimes it's not. But we will be able to take a look at the lanyard and know if they're here and if they're where they're supposed to be. But security is the primary goal.
What is the expected goal of the student IDs?
Our goal, of course, as I've just mentioned, first and foremost, is security. But there's some other technological innovations that we're working on right now. For example, the offices have hero scanners. And when students come in tardy to class, they have to take the time to write down the information, fill out a paper form. And with these IDs, instead of taking the time to do that, then they will just be able to take the scanner, scan the barcode on the student ID, and it automatically enters all that information into the system. So we're hoping that these IDs with the barcodes on them will make everything a lot more efficient and save on paper and time. So we don't know what other technological innovations will occur in the future. We're expecting some, but we do know about the hero scanners.
If any, what are some consequences students will face if they do not wear their student ID?
There will be consequences. I have been assured of that. Now, when I asked about those consequences, they haven't come up with a final list. I can tell you rumors, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea. But I do know that if you lose these things, you're going to have to pay to get another one. I'm pretty sure that will be one of them. The term ISS has been bantered about if you're caught not wearing these IDs. They're going to consider these IDs as part of the school dress code, and if you're not wearing the IDs, then you're not dressed according to code, and you'll have to deal with the consequences. But as far as specific consequences, I'm not sure what that is. They've told me that they'll let me know sometime this week.
Today we interviewed some other freshmen that were elected for freshman student council.
We wanted to get to know them and to see what they would change for the freshmen.
Okay, my name is Anaya Mitchell, and I'm 14. The hobbies I do is I play soccer and track. And I like this school because it's a new experience.
My name is Amaya Williams. I'm the secretary. I'm 14 years old. Hobbies, I play basketball. And I like the school because it's new, like freshman.
My name is Devin Harvin. I'm 14. I'm the president. I like this school because it has very good opportunities.
My name is Anthony Forbes. I'm 14. I'm the vice president. And my hobbies are playing football and hanging with my family. And I like this school because it's better than middle school.
My name is Christopher Love. I'm Mr. 9th grade, 14 years old. I can say I like the school because it's new and I think we got a lot of opportunities here.
How will you be a good role model to the freshmen?
I'm just going to play my role as Miss 9th grade and stay out of trouble and keep my grades up.
As president, I'm going to make good grades and have a positive attitude.
As vice president, I'm going to make a grade and be a strong leader.
As Mr. Ninth Grade, I just want everybody to know they have a voice and incorporate all the ninth graders into what our decisions are making.
As secretary, I'm going to keep good grades and stay at this, and play my role.
Some of you may have had the chance to introduce yourself to our new principal, Mr. Foster. This week we interviewed him and gave him the chance to introduce himself to us, the student body. Mr. Foster, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, your family?
Sure, I am originally from the Oxford area, and my mom and dad both from that area. My dad worked in Lafayette County Schools for a number of years, and my mom worked on campus at Ole Miss in the pharmacy building for a number of years, so that's where we grew up. And I'm currently married and have two boys. One is a 7th grader at the middle school, and one is a 3rd grader at Hayes Cooper.
What schools have you worked at in the past?
I have worked all over the state. I originally started in the Tupelo Public School District at Tupelo High School, and I did coaching and teaching, and then I went to Georgia for a short time at Griffin Spalding County at Flint Middle School, and then left Georgia, came back to Tupelo, and was at Tupelo High School and Tupelo Middle School. I coached baseball at Tupelo Middle School, and then I left Tupelo, went to Laurel, and served as assistant principal at Laurel High School for a number of years. And then from Laurel, I went to Newton County, and it was there I served as a principal and a central office administrator at Newton County.
How did you discover Cleveland Central and our need for a principal?
It actually just came up on the job board. I follow a few different organizations, one of those being the Mississippi Association of School Superintendents, and the job was posted on that, and I saw it, and I'm familiar with this area. Of course, growing up in Oxford, I came over here a lot for a lot of things, and saw the job opening and spoke with my wife about it, and she seemed very interested in it, and I was very interested in it, and I applied.
What are your main goals and priorities, not just for this first year, but for your time at Cleveland Central?
My main goal for any school that I've ever worked with is for students to be successful academically, to graduate high school, and to have the tools they need to either go be successful in a job or be successful in college. And that's what we want to push every day. That's my main goal.
Awesome. You seem very passionate about the school, but what are some of your interests outside of school?
Outside of school, I used to do a lot of things. I used to play golf, used to do a lot of stuff, but as my boys have gotten older, now I do most stuff with them. After school, I'm usually taking them to a sporting event, to a game, to a practice, just kind of spending time with them, and that's really what I spend my time doing after school.
Great. And lastly, if you want the student body at Cleveland Central to hear one thing from you today, what would your message to us be?
My message for any student, I'm going back to what I said earlier, is to graduate high school, is to take care of your business, do what you need to do, and graduate high school, and give yourself options as an adult.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Macy Robinson.
And I'm Julie Hardy.
And this has been
Wolfpack News.
Don't forget to tune in next Wednesday to hear more about our great school.
And remember to like, share, and subscribe.